Imagine a world where freedom is stolen, there is no innocence, and hope extinguished. We are living in that world, ladies and gentlemen. Today we delve into a topic that demands our attention, a severe global problem that hasn't been recognized, affecting the most vulnerable among us. Behind our normal daily lives, there is a heartbreaking issue: child trafficking, a harsh reality that we can no longer ignore. I am Valentina, and today I'm talking about the trafficking of minors, a serious global problem. A few months ago, I decided to see The Sound of Freedom. Many of you must have heard about it on social media, but for those who don't, let me tell you a little bit about the movie.
That the world has ever seen. It has already passed the illegal arms trade, and soon it's going to pass the drug trade.
The movie is based on the real-life experiences of Tim Ballard, a former Department of Homeland Security operative. The films follow the story of Tim Ballard's mission to rescue children from human trafficking and exploitation. I would say that it's not a graphic movie in itself because it plays a lot with our imagination and leaves us really important about it. In addition, the movie served to raise funds for this purpose. I left the movie theater too thoughtful and totally destroyed. I think there was a week or two that I was so pensive that I seemed absorbed in my reality. And I knew from that exact moment that one of my big goals in life is to make this important and often ignored topic known. Human trafficking is a crime that exploits the vulnerable. It involves the requirement, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of persons by means of force, coercion, or deception to exploit them. Traffickers prey on the vulnerable, exploiting their dreams and circumstances for profit. Every 30 seconds, a child becomes a victim of trafficking. Based on the data gathered from 155 countries, according to the report, the victims of trafficking are predominantly women and girls. 46% of the detected victims of trafficking are women, 19 are girls, 20% are men, and 15 are boys. That means that over 30% of all the detected victims of trafficking are therefore children. In Sub-Saharan Africa, child victims account for the majority, being 55% of the victims detected. There are many causes of child trafficking, but for me, these are the main ones. Being first, the absence of education. Limited access to education increases the vulnerability of minors, making them more susceptible to manipulation. Then, the lack of legal protection. Weak legal protection frameworks and enforcement can create an environment where traffickers operate with all impunity. The demand for cheap labor or sexual exploitation. The demand for cheap labor or commercial sexual services fuels trafficking. Okay, but what is the solution to this global problem? In this case, it's really difficult to find a general solution, so these are the main ones for me. By implementing educational programs to raise awarenesses among children, families, and community about the risks and signs of trafficking, we can help a lot. Then, addressing the family nucleus because they form our society. Enforce the anti-trafficking laws, ensuring that predators face severe penalties and that legal frameworks protect victims. In summary, our governments taking action. Then, improve the border control measures and the monitoring systems to detect and prevent the transportation of trafficked minors. Now that we are informed, let's talk about action. There are numerous organizations working tirelessly to combat human trafficking. Together we can be a force of change by talking about it and bringing this topic to light, leaving the taboo away, and finding new ways to fight against human trafficking. Thank you for joining me in this critical conversation. Together we can break the chains of human trafficking. This was my opinion. What is yours?